Taskmaster.
No!
Oh my God, it's another Bosch!
Es ist nicht ein Parachuten. Danke. Ich mochte Fleisch mit Käse und weiß nicht, wo der Bahnhof liegt.
Welcome to Taskmaster. I'm not the Taskmaster. I'm Adam from FWCI, and this is Taskmaster Season 11, Episode 8, An Orderly Species. Now, I know he's not talking about the cast of Taskmaster when he says that, because they are not orderly. There's no order happening anywhere within this group. First of all, if you want to see full-length versions of my Taskmaster reactions, patreon.com/FWCI is where you can get that. It's always fun when somebody joins and starts going through and watching the full-length versions of like Season 9, and then I start seeing these random comments popping up. It's nice to know that people are still watching it. You could be watching it. Check it out. Patreon.com/FWCI. The last episode, we found out that a Vol has no chutzpah, and his organization skills are subpar. And we also got that great team task with the alarm going off at random times. Loved that. I loved how much that lived rent-free in Lee Mack's head between doing the task and doing the studio section. But someone in this season that I've been really enjoying is Charlotte Ritchie. I just love her attitude. I love how kind of... not naive, but she's a little bit more timid than the rest, but you can see that underneath that is this burning fire, and she started to really come out of her shell. Speaking of Charlotte Ritchie, I just started watching Ghosts, so that'll be going up on the channel very soon, early access at Patreon like everything else, and I gotta say, I'm loving it. We got Lolly Adefope in there as well as Kitty, who just found out how babies are made, and the politician is like, well, we call that one a Moroccan tea party, but you won't make any babies with that. It's a great show, I'm loving it, so make sure you check out my reactions to that, and this is a great time to subscribe. You got Ghosts, you've got Taskmaster, you got What We Do in the Shadows, you got movies, you got Bruce Stew, you got a whole bunch of other stuff. But you're here for Taskmaster, I'm here for Taskmaster, this is Taskmaster, Season 11, Episode 8, An Orderly Species.
With a wave of my wand, 5 intelligent, successful people have parked their dignity and bravely exposed themselves to judgment. One of them even trumped a bit of his bottom out trying to please me, for goodness sake. He hasn't bought car tax or insurance since the 90s because he thinks it's an example of big government.
Alex, you got some wild theories there, mate. Is he a sovereign citizen? Is that what we just saw there?
Alex is going to do some extreme improvisation for you.
Let's go.
And finally, Sarah, I need an event from history.
The division of North and South Korea.
Oh, no.
Alex will represent the division of North and South Korea in a disco breakdance style, singing a funk song.
It was a terrible situation because they divided the nation.
Was that a push-up or did you do the worm? You know what, that was actually pretty good.
Yes, on we pop. And this week the category is the most satisfying wobbly thing.
I don't know how many people out there have heard of a candy bar called a summer roll. It will rip your teeth out, but it's got coconut and chocolate, and it's really good. It's very, what's the word? Satisfying, if you will. So I put a summer roll on a skewer, and now it's going to wobble, like, thusly. See? See it wobbling? Whoa, hey! Satisfying, check. Wobbling, check. Your move. Ferguson, what's her name? No, Kendall. Your move, Kendall.
I'll tell you now, anyone who's bought a jelly, no points. Okay.
Alright, when it comes time to do this prize task, I always pause it and I go out. If my missus is home, I ask her, I'm like, what should I do? First thing she said, she's like, it's a shame we don't have any jelly. Thank God we don't. Otherwise, she would have got me nil points.
Lined up, because I feel like whenever I put in minimal effort, you go, you know what, Jamali, you actually tried. Here's 4 points. Inside the jelly is a complete Rubik's Cube.
Here we go.
You just put a Rubik's Cube in a jelly. Come on. I guess the satisfying. I see it.
It's aesthetically pleasing.
I'll take 3 points.
Yeah?
Will you just?
My daughter, she's 8, and she loves you guys, you know that.
You can't put your daughter up as a prize.
And she said, take your belly in. I said, I can't take my belly into Taskmaster.
What is this
She
shit?
said, why don't you make it out of jelly?
Does your jelly of your belly have abs?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Slacking anyone who brought in jelly. We've had 2 jellies. Next, Charlotte.
Oh no, Charlotte, don't say it. Don't say it.
But obviously this show has taken its toll on my ego, my self-esteem.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, inside is a letter from my therapist commenting on my wobbly sense of self-esteem.
Right.
Oh no, this is going to be a massacre.
That is more like my belly than my belly. Isn't it?
It does look more like Lee Mac's belly than his one.
Jelly so far, Greg?
100% jelly across the board.
They clearly knew this was going to happen.
I've not gone for jelly.
Mike.
I've gone for a milk tooth.
Tough?
A milk tooth.
Here is the milk tooth.
Which is surely the most satisfying wobbly thing of all. You get a wobble. It's satisfying already.
Oh, right, a wobbly tooth. Okay, I get it now.
Good old Martha's got a wobbly tooth. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's have a wobble. Let's talk about how we're going to get it out.
Ain't that the truth?
But was it satisfying when they came out?
I don't know.
Yeah, oh God, he might have a point.
A sausage of chicken, mate.
A what?
And I was sitting in my lounge room, I thought, is it satisfyingly wobbly? And then I started really wanging it in the lounge room. I'm like, this is really, like, to the point where I was surprised by how wobbly it was. And I wanged it so hard, the end came off, had to gaffer it back on.
I mean, we can't really see if Sarah's is that wobbly or not.
3 points.
Well, everyone.
Yeah, that was a waste of everyone's time.
Okay, so everyone gets 3 points.
There you
Well
go.
done, everyone.
Wait, everyone got 3 points, even Mike and Sarah. Wow.
Bit of munch munch and quite a lot of TikTok.
Okay, TikTok o'clock. Oh God, does Mike Wozniak get on TikTok all the time? Is he addicted to it?
Say the word metronome between every tick of this metronome.
You may not touch or stop the metronome.
God, that sounds rough.
I often tie a balloon so it's bigger than your head.
Neatly gift wrap the balloon.
And eat 3 whole poppadoms.
Oh my God, what? Fewest missed metronomes wins. All right. I don't know what a poppadom tastes like.
Someone like Sarah Kendall, who's known in the industry as Pinhead.
Oh, damn.
I'm in.
Of course you're in. By the way, metronome is a pain in the ass word to try and say as well. Damn, this is hard. I don't know what poppadoms are like raw. Are they really doughy and like difficult to eat? I'm guessing they probably are, but man, I would just be like, forget the metronome thing at the start, hoof down some poppadoms, and then just do your best.
Have you got a pinhead?
Yes. Once you take the makeup and the hair off, it's about the size of your pencil.
He used to go by the name of Niak. Now we call him Mike. Yes, Mike was Niak.
Oh, Alex, what are you doing?
Metronome. Metronome. Metronome.
Pretty good, was.
Metronome. Metronome. Metronome.
Got 1 minute left.
It's looking pretty goddamn good there, wasn't it? It looked like a good effort. It looked like a great effort. How you going with those poppadoms, bro? It's like you're about to explode.
I just like to be told what to do.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Even if it's wrap a balloon saying metronome and eating some poppadoms.
Is that what makes you tick? No pun intended?
You're a very strange man.
I agree.
But first, I'd like to say thanks to the person subtitling this programme. Thank you, subtitle person. Here we go. 5 minutes.
Metronome.
I'm sure the subtitle person was very appreciative. As if the subtitle person didn't write in there like, no worries, Alex.
Hello, metronome. Didn't notice time, metronome.
Yeah, 2 minutes 15 left.
Metronome. 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 Metronome.
Oh no!
Metronome.
Metronome. Metronome.
Looking pretty inflated there, Sarah.
Metronome.
Why are they exploding on their own?
Metronome.
You got 1 minute left.
Go, Sarah. You can do this. I believe in you.
The best of me.
Oh, that is rank.
Metronome. Metronome. That was really disappointing.
You know what, Sarah? You are kicking everybody's ass already, so take a day off.
Once the food and fluids were spilling out of your mouth,
Yeah.
did I hear you shout, "I've got a BAFTA"?
Next up are Jamali and Charlotte.
All right, Charlotte, let's go. I've got such an invested interest in her now.
Metronome. Metronome.
Do it for Mike and Kitty and Robin.
Metronome. Metronome. Is it bigger than my head? Metronome.
What do you think?
Metronome. I can't see.
Give him some help, Alex. God damn you. Oh, does it have to stay inflated? Was that in the rules?
Metronome.
Metronome. Metronome. Metronome. Metronome.
There you go.
Metronome. Metronome. What am I saying? Metronome.
Metromome. He did inflate it bigger than his head, it just then exploded after. I don't know. I'd be arguing it. Get in there, Charlotte. Just double.
Well, it said you had to inflate it bigger than your head. He did that.
He did that?
It didn't
Yeah.
stay bigger than his head, but he did then wrap it up neatly, as did Lee, to be fair.
Yeah, they were both.
Yeah, fair call.
When she decided to focus all of her energies into neatly feeding poppadoms into her mouth.
Sarah didn't complete any of the tasks.
Sarah.
It's nice to know that's how you run your home.
Charlotte didn't eat all the poppadoms and missed 7 or 8 metronomes at the end.
Yeah, it was most metronomes missed.
I'm going to give them 1 point each.
And these two...
What about the time when he was reduced to salivating out of his mouth and shouting about his awards?
Poppadom Balloon King was Mike Wozniak, 5 points, 1 miss.
Wozniak, he's on the comeback trail. All right, Mike. All right, Mike.
This one has some pretty dire consequences for British wildlife.
What the hell? Dire makes me think it's got something to do with wolves.
Draw the best picture of a British animal.
Each person must fill in one section at a time and may not look at any other section during that time.
Okay.
And you may not communicate with each other in any way during the task.
Just go back and forth, taking turns. Oh, yeah. What is a British animal?
Is hedgehog, obviously. The great British hedgehog. But maybe he'll go lion.
Yeah, I was thinking, isn't it lion?
Nice that Mike evokes the days of the Raj by mentioning lions.
British bulldog, I guess. That's not wildlife, though.
Pigeon.
Perhaps they can have a nice walk
You
on.
going with a pigeon, Jamali?
A Burford Brown hen.
What's your relationship with these hens?
Posh eggs.
Hen, pigeon? All right, they're on the same page, kinda.
What's a British animal? A fox.
They're all doing different things.
Rabbit is what I meant by that. Is that a kangaroo?
You know what, Sarah? Fuck it. Just draw a kangaroo. You're good at it, I'm sure. Copper.
There's a hint of rabbit right there.
Right, now, I'm going to have to assume that this...
All right, I'm very excited to... Oh, no, they're going to have 2 heads. Very excited to see how these turn out.
Oh,
British wildlife.
it's quite noble.
Ooh.
It's molting a couple of wings and its legs.
I should say, Jamali did the 4th and 5th section. And actually, I've done a physical representation of it, Greg, in 3D form. If you have a look at...
Oh, my God, yes.
You saw it in the wild if you were just walking along and it stepped out.
I love to... I hope we get to see that thing show up in the Taskmaster house.
I am growing affectionate towards it. That's it. Come on.
Oh, dear. Oh, wow.
Oh, that It looks pretty good. I think that's the winner.
Four-eyed beast.
Oh, no.
It's a four-eyed beast. It's fine.
The young will assemble in an orderly queue, and then what is emitted from that is
It's young gather round.
Yeah.
Queue up.
Sorry, the queue up.
Orderly
So
queue.
it's an orderly species.
They just have to open their beak and then the stomach.
And is
It's a
that
bit like a sausage of chicken meat.
Well, Greg, you've got to judge these two great British
I
creatures.
don't know. It looks pretty good.
I suppose I've got to think about which would benefit the British Isles the most.
Yes, you do.
Okay, that's the criteria.
So the fact that this creature has had the sense to teach basic manners to its young means it takes an extra
So that
point.
was the kicker. So 3 points for Mike and Lee, 2 points for the trio. Oh no, this plane just makes me think of Wozniak's hemorrhoid.
Yeah, I'm in a plane.
Hey, all right. Happy days.
Alex,
Welcome on board.
thank you.
How many hats do you need, Lee Mac?
Record the greatest aircraft safety announcement, then perform the greatest aircraft safety demonstration.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
Accent.
Oh, it must be in an accent? Aussie accent, go for it.
Do you understand the task?
I'm afraid I do.
This is Lorraine Kelly.
Petite parle-vous en français? Yeah.
Little bit of français. This reminds me of, what was his name? Rob Beckett. Having to do gather the sweat. Gather as much sweat as you possibly can. And they had him doing those accents throughout the entire thing. That was so fun. He was just cycling through them as well at that point. He was making them up.
South Shields. Forward. I'm so sorry. Everyone.
My apologies to the entire country of Scotland.
Where are we this week, Charles? I'm in a plane. Eek.
In the aircrafty.
Concern, given that we're going from Heathrow to New York.
It's not the best Aussie accent, Lee.
In the unlikely event of the plane landing on water, and I, of course, when I say landing, I do, of course, mean crashing, obviously just a little bit of a light-hearted joke there to make you feel calm. But seriously, if you do need a shit, please use the toilets.
Should have said Dunny.
Bonjour.
Not bad, not bad.
Comment tu t'appelles?
Jamali's was just a whole bunch of random French basic sayings.
Your first pronunciation and was impressed by it. I thought Jamal is just being modest. You weren't being modest.
No, but I was surprised that actually you got some words.
I don't think we can count aircrafty.
I was just pushing it a little bit further.
You pushed it a bit further in that you said that everyone was going to die.
Yeah, Lee, it was a lot.
This is the greatest safety announcement you've ever heard. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Airline.
What?
Your nearest window. Your choice. A free world.
Oh, I don't know.
Die! Good to see you.
I think Sarah's got this one.
Click with me.
Off we go. Applause. Enjoy your flight.
I don't know how she landed on that choice, but I think it was a good move.
So what part of greatest were you attempting?
Unforgettable.
You
Yes, agreed.
And if I saw that announcement, I'd never forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Not like she's done yet another performance on a children's TV show. Clap with me, click with me. Have you apologised personally to Lorraine Kelly yet?
Yes, I've written her an email. I haven't heard back.
The last person we're going to see is the person who looks more like a pilot than any actual pilot.
Mike Wozniak, yeah. Man, I agree with that as well. God damn it.
Als ein Überraschen werden. Schau mal, ein...
What language is this, Mike?
Ein Mann mit Anzug und Schnurrbart.
It's German.
Normalerweise, wenn Sie Kinder haben, kein Glück.
Easy, Ding.
All right, Mike, you win. You win. We get it.
Ich mochte Fleisch mit Käse und weiß nicht, wo der Bahnhof liegt.
It was great. It was fantastic. What can I say?
Displaying his backside, which of course, with Mike, as we know, is a dangerous activity.
Is that on the same day?
It was about an hour before it happened.
That's the sort of last recorded footage of my tushy in its sweetest era. Before it...
Guess I'm going to judge these on who I'd be most comforted getting in a plane with.
So what, Charlotte gets 5 because she's the most normal?
So 5 sweet points.
Well done, Mike.
As TV presenter, and Jamal is smooth-voiced Frenchman than I would be with these two absolute nutters.
Fucking hell, that is some interesting points right there. Charlotte is going to be loving that.
Series-wise, Charlotte is now in the lead. That's
What?
No, the opposite. Sorry, she's on 88. Jamali's on...
It took me a second to process that he said series.
All right, everybody, make your way to the stage for the final task of the show.
Wozniak, he's on the comeback. He's on the Wozni comeback. There's no joke there. That doesn't make any sense.
One leg or both legs with your hands on your head.
Oh, the Taskmaster. Okay, so it's a bluff game.
They're on, Greg. She's all yours.
Well, she's a trained actress, so that wobble.
I'm going to say she is on both legs.
She's on both legs.
She is standing on 2 legs.
Yeah.
It was good acting, though. It looked real.
I can't believe that. I was so convinced.
I think he's on 1.
I think he's on 1.
Oh!
A method acting, mate. I got into the role.
Jamali, can you tell me how you do that?
No,
One
I know. He's out. He's on 1 leg.
No one's even trying it.
Straight away.
Yeah?
I know your face.
No, I think Mike's going to win it.
There's a gentle sway there, isn't there? You're trying to sell 2, but you're standing on 1.
I think 2. Ah, shit!
This is all fine. She's allowed to do this.
Brock Lesnar, what are you doing here?
As soon as that, she needs to get her hands on her head.
She's yours, Greg.
It was creative, but you're on 2 legs.
I think 2. Oh! Alright, so now we've just got Jamali, Sarah, and whoever else it was. Mike? Yeah, Mike. I think. No, Lee.
I don't know.
Is hello?
Yeah, j'y vais.
I don't want to be arrogant, but the man's on 1 leg.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes!
Oh!
Worth a try.
You know what that was a classic case of? Hubris.
Oh, wait, he was on 1 leg? I think he put it down. Damn.
I'm going for the Jamali technique of concentration.
The hands are on the head, Greg.
2 feet.
The man's on 1 leg.
Lee Mack survives. We have a finalist or a winner.
What was that? You going to tap dance or are you going to task it up? She's on 1 foot.
She's mine for the taking. She's on 1 leg.
Oh, gotcha. That was a fun live task. I like that one.
With a total of 18 points. He wasn't in the lead, but he is now. It's Lee Mack.
Hey!
Oh, clutch points for Lee.
Wobbly for your wobbly things!
Yeah, go enjoy all your jelly, Lee. And your summer roll. Whoa.
And you want to discover what its source is? Well, try not to worry. It's just Charlotte Ritchie powering through some poppadom.
She was... Very fun episode. For those of you that do skip the intro, I am about to start reacting to Ghosts on the channel, so make sure you check that out, because Charlotte Ritchie is great, and I'm loving her in that show. Some great tasks on this episode here, starting with the most satisfying wobbly thing. I feel like they were kind of setting them up for that, because before it even started, Greg is like, I better not see any jelly, and that was obviously what most people immediately think of when they think of the phrase wobbly. So I like that they kind of set them up for that one. The multitask task, we'll call it, where they had to blow up the balloon, wrap it, say the word metronome over and over again, and then smash down 3 poppadoms. I really liked that. That was such a random thing. It sounds really difficult, but when you saw them like get stuck into it, you can see that it's actually fairly doable. Well, it is doable if your name's Mike Wozniak anyway, but I just liked the combination of things that they had them doing in that. It was great to see everybody panicking. The draw the animal, British animal task, I mean, straight away everybody is like, what is a British wildlife? Like, what animal is that? Do you have wildlife over there, Britain? Let me know. But it was interesting getting them to draw in different sections and not know what they were doing. I mean, I love it when you get like a good result out of it, so I feel like telling them what they were supposed to be drawing would have been a cool way to come out with something genuinely like, you know, jaw-dropping, for lack of a better term, at the end. But instead we got these horrible, deformed monster creatures, and I'm fine with that. Greg breastfed one, so, you know, it must be good. He's lucky Mike Wozniak didn't jump on there and try to get a little bit of that milk. The flight attendant task, I thought that was a good task. I don't know if anyone really knocked it out of the park. I don't think it was helped by the way that they edited and mixed the actual like sound and everything. I found it a little bit hard to hear some of the stuff that was being said, and given that it was very heavy on the accent, I feel like they just needed some better, clearer audio of the accents that everybody was doing. But it was an interesting one. I just don't know if everybody kind of connected with that one for some reason. Mike obviously did because he's an absolute maniac. Sarah's was interesting. I liked that it was just gibberish. And Lee's Australian accent, I don't know, it wasn't that great. It came and it went. It was very, very floaty. And then we had the live task with guess, are they standing on 1 leg or 2 legs, which again, I thought that was a great, fun live task. Like anytime it's a game of bluff, and there's so many different ways that you can play a game of bluff, it's always a lot of fun, especially when Greg is like the interrogator and he has to sort of, you know, use his perception to figure out who's doing what. I love anytime Greg gets to be involved in the tasks. But that's episode 8. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this one. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube because there's more Taskmaster and Ghosts coming in the future. Patreon.com/FWCI if you want to watch ahead on those as well. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.
Romesh will make up a loot appear. Not sure how he's a wizard, I hear. When it come, we'll never forget Craig's name. It's tattooed on his foot, all for a game.